Dave Snyder here. It is September the 3rd, 2012. And after looking over this overlay I did yesterday, which is a reverse image overlay of the Mare Orientale crater over the Earth, which I discovered yesterday by using the weather patterns, and I don't think they're there today. We'll have to see if they're still there. They broke up quite a bit. But that could help us see if we can still see the cloud patterns fitting pretty well. I think that I was in the right spot. I've looked it over without the weather. Take it by fading this in and out right here, and we get back down to it here. Okay. Now, after looking at this picture really close, I think I'm in the right spot. I'm pretty sure. It might still be a little bit big, but everything seems to fit pretty damn good. Okay, see this up here, this crater here, this round crater right there, big one right here. See it? Okay, that falls right into place right there. Look at that. See that curve? Right into that curve. It's right where it falls. And then you see something here and here, I think. Right? And then this right here, all this up here, look at this. Right along the Hawaiian Island chain. Right along there. But there's a line that comes up here too. See this line? And I'll show you that right now. Watch this. Tycho, which is an overlay that I've had set in place for a couple months at least. Tycho. Put Tycho over the top of this one, and you can see how Tycho follows the same lines. Watch. See, it goes right up that line. See this line right here? It goes right up there. And you can see the Tycho crater where it would have impacted pretty much. See that? See that circle right there? Perfect. It's perfectly right in place. Look at that. Look at that. And you see this right here? See that right there open? Look at that right there. And you can see this too. Look at that. You can see there's a straight line that goes through right there. You can see it. I can see it. I got a 42-inch screen. I can see it. Goes there. Shows it. Look, lightning strikes in the same place twice. Let me tell you right now, this is not the only one that goes along with this crater. Not the only one. I could put the Asia Pacific. I was showing that earlier, but I didn't finish the video because I had to leave. And here's that. Let me turn off Tycho again. Okay, and then Asia Pacific. I wish I had this stuff organized. Okay, check this out. Look at that. Look at this edge. I don't know, it's just, I'll try to go slow. That covers Siberia. That covers the impact right here in Central Asia that I always talk about. See, it's just a big circle. Central Asia is a big giant circle. Still might be a little bit big, but I don't think so. Look at that. Going over that whole picture, it fits pretty good. Look at this big circle right here. See that big circle, that crater I always talk about? Look at that, right in the center. See the big circle right here? Right there. Right in the center of it. And you can see this line comes up through. I can see it. It comes up through right here. See, they leave things out on purpose. I think we got it just enough. Look at this. Look at all this right here. That desert. Plateau. That shows the moon so much bigger than they say. So much bigger. And then look at that. This cut is right on the edge of the circle. Look at that. It all falls into place pretty good. And this is an overlay of Asia that I put here. This is where I set. This has been set in place for at least 3 months. And it's because I was building the supercontinent right here, because this was here before. And if we look at just look at the ocean without that impact there, and look at this over the ocean, we can see that it was here. We can see this part right here that just goes down to the ocean floor right there. It just fits in that little spot. And then look at this. Look at all these volcano or mountains or undersea mounts or whatever that you want to call them. And the islands are all in the right place. All the lines are in the right place. Look at that. And the weather confirmed it. I've done some weather here that is just would blow you away. And I've got a video on there about that video. I got a video on my channel that shows that one time that I lined up the clouds on this one really good. And you can see them still. Look at this right here where it comes in and curves. Right in that spot. See that? How the land does the same thing? Okay, well this is nothing compared to that one that I overlaid that one time. It had every curve in here on this in Asia. It was the clouds were following every curve in this location. So that means that it was there at one time during this impact, obviously. Okay, so what else do I got to show? I guess that's it for now. Oh, I made this video last night. It was like how it all goes down, how the whole thing goes down. Okay, so the ice on the Earth is melting. So it's going to be global warming. I mean, it's not nothing phony about global warming, but it's not like it's not our fault that the globe is warming. It's just that's what it does. Okay, the ice melts. We know the ice all melted in Greenland, pretty much, almost all of it, and it probably won't. It'll probably year after year, it'll probably just going away, pretty much. And then the Earth will warm. What happens to a magnet when it warms, or when you heat up a magnet? It loses all of its magnetic strength. Basically, the poles will be moving around different places, various places on the Earth. There'll be more than one pole for each, a couple norths, a couple souths. They say it'll be moving around during the process of flipping over. And then I was thinking, so it would slowly bring the Earth, and then the mainstream news would be, after it was already halfway here, finally be talking about it after everybody else was already seeing it. And it would hit the Earth, eventually hit the Earth. Because the poles would be opposite, like opposite poles attract. Okay, and we already know the moon's bigger. Obviously, the moon is bigger than they say. If not, it's got to be bigger. I say it's a Mars-sized planet that has hit the Earth. I think that little thing where they tell you it's a Mars-sized planet hit the Earth to create the moon, they're right about that, because the moon probably was a planet at one time that hit the Earth to create what is now it's a moon. Now it's a moon. But anyways, before it even hits the Earth, when it just breaks through the Earth's atmosphere, I believe it would just burn off all the oxygen. It'd be just a big flash. Just a big flash. It would ignite, all the oxygen would burn off, and we'd all suffocate. And then it would hit the Earth, bury us all like it did the dinosaurs, basically. And all those ancient cities that were buried, that they've had to dig up. They say they're from volcanoes. Maybe partly so, but, from hitting the Earth too, I'm sure. And then, that's pretty much it. Oh, the last thought was, what if, when the poles flip on the Earth, that the moon and the Earth switch roles, and now the moon has seasons, and the Earth is now got the same position as the moon, where it just stays phase locked with the moon. Something to think about. That would cause an ice age on the Earth for sure until it was to hit again or switch over again. Just a thought, anyways. Think about that. Oh, and those colliders that they make, those big old that super magnet that got this like millions of times stronger than the magnetic field of the Earth. That super magnet they made, perfect way to steer the moon away from key locations. If you fire that up when the moon's getting close, that would attract it maybe to that location or something. Just a thought. All right. Have a good day. Damn it.